Are you a middle school PTO leader and you're looking for some different fundraising ideas? Because maybe, just maybe, those catalog fundraisers are not doing it for that age set and that crowd. And so you're looking for a different thing to kind of invigorate your group and bring in some dollars. Well, that's what we're going to get into today, because that middle school age set is a tricky one, I'll tell you, because parents are accustomed to having their kids in school. The shine has rubbed off for some, and they're just not as excited about buying stuff out of a catalog to support your PTO. As unfortunate as that is, it just means that you need to switch up the game plan. Don't despair. Your group has to be aware that you're just entering a different age set of kids where the expectations are a little bit different. They're not quite young. They're definitely not young kids anymore, but they are not big kids either. They're kind of stuck firmly in the middle. And so what they are interested in doing, what the parents are interested in supporting is different. I think the best way to handle fundraising for this age set is to use events as fundraisers and maybe do smaller things. So definitely do the restaurant night outs. It's easy for me to say. If you do a restaurant night fundraiser, make sure that you do tell the teachers and staff, because they don't want to cook dinner either, just as much as you and the other families don't. So give them an opportunity to participate. I've done that in the past and it's worked out really well. The teachers are like, oh my gosh, two great things. I get to support the PTO, the school, and I don't have to make dinner or clean up. Really, that's like three things. So yay. Because the kids are a little bit older and they're like, school athletics is definitely a thing for the middle school years. You can definitely be offering spirit wear, especially if the middle school shares the same logo or mascot as the high school, because then parents won't see the spirit wear being like a limited time use sort of thing. They'll know that they can keep wearing it in the future years too. And so maybe they just buy a size up for their kids so that they can wear it for even longer. You know, most kids haven't hit their full size by that age. They're still growing, but definitely that is an idea, especially if you're doing something like a hat or socks that are not really, you're definitely not going to be buying kid size for those things anyway. So you're likely going to be buying adult sizes, and the kids in middle school can wear them, and you could possibly sell them to the middle school too. And also, I should say, if you're doing spirit wear that is based on a district-wide like color scheme, branding, logo, all of that jazz, make sure that you send out the order forms to the other schools as well. Because I've done that before, and we've gotten orders from different staff members. Like we did custom socks one year, and everybody, like the teachers were buying them for the logo dress-up days, like the school dress-up days. So don't underestimate like also reaching out to that section of your audience, and really you could even send it to the Board of Education and be like, hey, send this to all your staff. So, because a lot of people like wearing that kind of stuff. So you should take advantage of that. The next idea is really just to turn some of your events into fundraisers. And this is not like, the goal is first fun. And this kind of happened accidentally. Like I did not plan on this happening, but one year we did a bonfire, which was super, super fun because the kids thought, oh my God, lighting something on fire, this is going to be like so cool. And indeed it was. And we did give away like, I think cider or lemonade. I don't remember I think it was the first year, it was apple cider and like donut holes and popcorn. So we totally had like generous snacks available for free. But then I also set up like a paid concession stand with soda, candy, and chips. Don't you know, we ended up making several $100s from the candy and like the extra snacks, even though there was free snacks over there and good snacks like donut holes. Hello. I almost said donut hose, and that's a whole nother video. Anyway, I digress off of me being totally inappropriate for video. You love me anyway and continue to watch, so you're probably right in there with me with the inappropriateness. I digress. So anyway, bonfire, totally, totally awesome. Also, school sports have really started in earnest, like we talked about. Your school probably has tons of school sports, so take advantage of the ones that are inside and especially if you have bad weather and you can be inside. So like basketball is a great time to have set up a middle school PTO concession stand. Especially because the games are often during meal times. So you kind of, again, have a baked in audience there. And if your a school is playing in a conference where the schools are close, then you're going to have like families coming to watch their kids and grandparents, and they will gladly shell out money for like dinner for themselves. So you can get pizza ordered in and sell pizza by the slice. And they will also get things for their kids who have to ride the bus home, because especially if they're like cross town and it's going to take a long time, then they will load up on food to get them home till they can get like a real meal. So yeah, take advantage of that. You can really do really well. The next idea where you can kind of, it's a fundraiser, but also a fundraiser, is movie night. Again, I just did the same thing because I thought, oh my God, I can't believe how many snacks we sold at the bonfire. Like that, like blew my mind, because that was not the intention. I just thought, well, we have this here. Like, let's go ahead and, sell through what we have left over, because we had done concessions for the football season. And there was a couple month gap between the football season and basketball season. So again, we did the same thing for movie night. So it was free to come in for movie night. We had popcorn. I think we just did popcorn and fruit punch at that time, or lemonade. That was free. Then I just, again, had candy, soda, and chips. Same thing. We made another couple $100. And I was like, this is like fantastic. So I think we made more money, or just as much money, from the concession stand, from the bonfire, and also the movie night, as we did on like a really well-attended basketball game. So it was really a nice little bonanza. So it can be like a significant fundraiser. When you are doing all of these things, they add up. Even if you're only able to do just, let's say you do the bonfire and the movie night, like that would be probably close to $1,000 maybe for you. If you have you have to have enough stock, of course, to sell through all of that inventory. Then you have to price it right so that you're not losing money. But it's a real opportunity for you, and it might be very unexpected. And the thing is, it's not viewed as a fundraiser. Kids at this age like to eat tons of crap, and their parents, for some reason, they have money. So because their parents are giving you money, or they have maybe are babysitting kids or whatever, have odd jobs. So they are walking around with some money, and they are always looking to buy candy and snacks. So take advantage of that. One other thing I want to note is that you really do want to be doing things that are different from the elementary school. So get a handle on what kind of fundraisers they're doing. And I think like it doesn't matter if everyone's doing a movie night and having a concession stand. I think that would work totally fine. The bonfire, well, little kids and fire, that would totally not work. I think it's cooler for the middle school or the high schoolers. So I think that's an event just for those kind of age sets. When you offer up a different way to fundraise, especially when it doesn't look like a fundraiser, then that is, I think, good for you and your PTO, and it won't feel like you're asking for money. Like just setting up a concession stand, you're just like, hey, come buy my wares. I think that fact that it doesn't feel like a fundraiser when you have a concession stand, but definitely tell people, like if anybody balks at the prices, then you definitely want to be like, this is a fundraiser. So that's why I always kind of do that on the down low by making signs that say like proceeds from this concession stand benefit movie nights, scholarships, whatever, so that people know it's a fundraiser, but it doesn't kind of feel like a traditional, like definitely is not a traditional catalog fundraiser or product-based fundraiser. It's a little bit different, but definitely have that out there so people know. And so like whenever I've gotten pushback on like whatever. But the other thing is maybe you find that your prices are really competitive. Like we found that one year when everyone's like, oh my gosh, your prices are so much better. Like our schools are 3 times as much as yours are. And I was like, wow, like that our community would just not support a 5X markup on chips. Like there's no way that would fly. So you have to price for your audience. That's always so important. All right, the last idea is, again, it's just like little additions that don't feel like fundraisers. I think I did not do this, but my friend actually sold the little Crocs charms. I don't know why I'm making that sign, but anyway, the little Crocs charms that decorate the shoes that the kids just can't get enough of. That's just another little sneaky way. I think she quadrupled or tripled her profit. So I think it wasn't like a big fundraiser. Again, none of these are like huge bang out. They're not going to be like the readathons or the color runs or the things like that, because kids at this age set are just not interested in doing organized things like that. You kind of have to do it on the down low where it doesn't feel like a fundraiser. I think you definitely have more success doing it like that. So anyway, I hope this has been super helpful for you, giving you some ideas about how you can raise money for your middle school PTO so they can fund all of those wonderful programs and events that you are planning for your school. And I also hope that you will join me for my next video. Want even more guidance on how to be a stronger leader so you can run a better PTO or PTA? All of these resources and more are waiting for you at ptoanswers.com.